Hey YouTube, it's me, Jen, your pudgy picker, at my desk. I don't know why I need to tell you that, because it's obvious where I am. I've been talking about doing this video for a little while. I would say that I've been teasing doing this video, but that would make you think that I planned that I wanted to do this and exactly when I was going to do that, and that would probably be giving me entirely too much credit. I've been wanting to just kind of sit down and talk about it. I just got back from like a 45-minute walk with Miss Tater. She has definitely become my walk workout buddy. You even tell her it's time to take a walk and she starts losing her mind. So she went for a walk, and I don't keep her strict up against my side. I let her walk a little bit, but she's kind of learning the phrase, like I'll say go if she gets too far behind, or if she gets a little ahead, I'll say heel and I'll give her a little gentle nudge and she waits till I catch up to her. So she's still in training, but she's enjoying it. I also got her a couple of sweaters. She has a couple sweaters and a little pink coat. So even when the weather gets a little chillier than it is today, it will be fine. She'll go with me. It is such a beautiful day today. It's getting a little cloudy now, so I'm glad I went when I did. Excuse me. But yeah, we went for a 45-minute walk. It is like barely 60 degrees and the sun was shining. Oh, I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. I am going to be putting up this video, hopefully, don't quote me, I'm going to put it up in 2 days. Today is the 2nd of October, and the 4th is when I'm hoping to put it up. So I have a garage sale video I'm putting up today, which is Friday, and then hopefully I'll put this up Sunday. We'll see. So if you are not interested in weight loss or that topic, and you're strictly here because you like to see my hauls and such, don't worry, I'm not turning into a weight loss channel. I am not changing my programming. I just thought that there are a few of you that are interested, and for some reason you like to listen to me talk. So I thought I would get on here and talk about what I'm doing. I know I've mentioned it once before, but with the current world situation that has to do, you know, the Mexican beer and 18+1, being on lockdown and quarantine for a while, it was a stressful situation for, I think, everybody, and I gained a little bit of my weight back. Not happy about that, but you know what? You gotta not beat yourself up. You just have to say, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I love doing keto. That is currently what I am doing. Decided to get 100% back officially on track July 1st. It is now October 2nd. And instead of doing like an app or something on my phone, I am one that likes to sit down with a mechanical pencil and write stuff down and jot things down. And I have really been enjoying this journal that I got. Now, when you get regular planners or journals, they're, of course, typically, you know, January to December. But I was getting back on the horse in July, and I said, I will use a student planner. These are awesome for weight loss. And I'm even thinking down the line, I would even love to make a weight loss or a health type journal. That would be so much fun to make, and I know you can do that on a lot of these things online, but this one I just loved because it has all the cactuses on it and the little succulents, and it is a 2020 and 2021. So this one starts in July and goes through June, so that's mainly why I got it. So the thing I like about this one is, first of all, it opens so you can lay it flat. And then I am definitely a 5-year-old when it comes to stickers. I have my address label up there, so I'm covering it up. But I love stickers. And then what else I do is, as I'm using it, I cut the corners off. So when I go to open it, I can go directly to where I'm at. So that is cool. I also use, I will use Post-it notes. This size or ones with lines work really good. I will take one of those and put it in the day where I'm at so I can keep track of my calories and my carbs. I wouldn't say that I do not eat clean keto, but I don't do dirty keto. I'm somewhere in between. Clean keto or keto is like no processed foods. You are eating, a certain way. My own journey and what I'm doing is I'm eating a certain amount of calories, not going over that. In fact, maybe twice a week I even get close. I usually stay below that. I'm kind of trying to eat when I'm hungry type deal. With keto, it's super easy to not overeat. I am usually full or satisfied. I don't feel the cravings to eat, and I don't crave carbs. I've been completely 100% back on track since July 1st, and after a little while, your body doesn't even crave those things anymore. So hooray for that. So I'm eating a certain amount of calories. I'm eating actually, I think, like no more than 1750. And was it 1735? I'll tell you how I figure out my calories, but I do not go over 20 carbs. Now I'm just going to give you like last week's to give you an example. So Monday I had my calories were 1345, 6 carbs. Tuesday was 1727, 6 carbs. Wednesday 1245, 12 carbs. Thursday 1575, 6 carbs. Friday 1745, 7 carbs. Saturday 1545, 19 carbs. That was the highest for the week. And then Sunday 1562, 12 carbs. So I keep track, like I said, calories and carbs, and I do not go over those. So I am able to keep track of this, like this is a week for a page. So what I'm able to do is I put my calories, my carbs, and then I jot down a few sentences of how I felt that day. Like I'll read Monday. I put low numbers today. I wasn't real hungry. I am trusting my body to decide how much I should be eating. And then I put my steps. So I have each week, I have a goal. I have 2 goals that are weight loss related, and then I have a reward. So each week I have 3 things that I wrote down at the top. And like this week was keep on track with carbs and calories. My next goal was hit 10,000 steps 5 days this week. When I first started this in July, I did 3 days a week. And then I eventually moved up to 4 days a week, and now I'm doing 5 days a week. And I've occasionally hit 6 days a week. So I do wear just a generic tracker to keep track of my steps, just because I want to be accountable. I don't think that 10,000 is a magical number. I think that's just kind of when they started making trackers, we're like, that sounds like a good number. It's just pressing myself to move more. So if you are not even sure how much you walk a day, you should probably get a cheapy tracker. This one was like 25 bucks. And then you can do that. It syncs with my phone. Most phones even have that on there. You can do like the pedometer type thing. I don't carry my phone on me 24/7, so that doesn't really work. But I keep this going, and it tells me how many steps I'm doing. So I'm able to keep track of that. So this week I have 5 days a week. Then I will do, like last week I'm reading from, get pedicure this week. So I have a little treat or something I do for myself. I have a very hard time saying, oh, I'm going to buy something for myself, or I'm going to do something for myself. So when I write it down, in my brain, it's like, oh, I wrote this down, so I must do this. So I do that each week. So I write, usually keep on track with calories and carbs, and then I say how many days I want to hit the 10,000 steps. And then I pick something that I should do for myself. So I had a pedicure the week before. I had buy new undies. Now I know that doesn't seem like a treat, but it is a treat. Week before, make some me time. I want to be more specific than that. Week before, I had get a pedicure. I didn't end up getting a pedicure. That's why I got one this week. I also had buy myself something off of Etsy. So that's what these are. These are silver earrings that I bought off of Etsy. And it's a little reward for myself. So each week I do that. and it's been working out really well. So at the end of the week, I have like a out of 10. How did I do for the week? 10 out of 10, 8 out of 10. So I kind of grade how my week went. But being able to write down my thoughts and feelings, carbs, calories, my steps, it's really cool to kind of go back on that and look at it and read it and see, where was I? How was I feeling? What was I thinking? There's a lot of other things you could add to this, I'm sure. But this is something that I do that I like. So going back to weight loss numbers, I'm not really ashamed of where my numbers are right now, or where they are, or where they have been. Not too happy, but I'm just gonna put them out there. And if it's like, oh my God, I didn't know you weighed that much, that's okay. So my highest weight ever, and I didn't even talk about this, the one and only other time that I've talked about my weight, is my highest weight was when I was pregnant with my son, who is now 22. When I was pregnant with him, he was quite a big baby. I was on the verge of having gestational diabetes, so I was gaining more weight than I should have. He was also breech, and when he was born, he was almost 11 pounds. So I'm sure I've mentioned that somewhere before. He is now this big around and about 6'5", and he has like size 14 shoes. So he started big and continued to be big. So when I had him, or when I was pregnant here, right before I had him, I was 325. That is the highest weight I have ever been, ever been. And even right after I had him, I lost like 35 pounds between having him and my 6-week checkup. But I look wrung out. I look like you just held my head and went, and like squeezed me. I did not look good at all. So 325 was my highest weight. When I started this weight loss journey a while ago, my weight was 285. So I just barely hit that 50 pounds, and then I gained. So during quarantine, I really did kind of just like, whatever, I can't eat a certain way, I'm just gonna whatever. So I gained a decent amount of that weight back, and that was not a good situation. I didn't feel well. That's one thing I say about keto, is not only is it helping me lose weight, but I feel like $1,000,000. I feel like I have so much energy. I have much more stamina than I ever had. I just overall feel better. And if I ever go off program, I feel horrible. So when I'm on program, I do really well. I've never been one to have a sweet tooth. I've always said I have a salty tooth. So I rather have something salty than something sweet. I know for people who really struggle with that addiction to carbs or the sweet, that you can do keto. It might be a little harder for you, and you might be more tempted to eat some of those things that are labeled keto friendly. And if you need a little bit of here and there just to get you through, I totally understand. It's not a big deal. But for me, avoiding sweets is not that big of a deal. And since I have been eating 100% on program since July 1st, I really don't have barely any cravings at all. So that being said, I am eating now, like this past week, no more than 1,700 calories and 20 carbs, not fat grams. See? So what that means is if I eat and I'm only at like 1,400 calories and it's like 7 o'clock and I'm not hungry, I don't say, ooh, I got to go find something for 335 calories. That is my old mentality of thinking. So I don't do that anymore. So when I got back on track, July 1st, my weight, I'm looking in my food journal, my weight was 262. Not happy with gaining back what I had lost, but I was bound and determined to get back on track. So I wrote that down. That was right before July 1st when I started. My goal for July was to lose 10 pounds. July, I ended up losing 12 pounds. So at the end of the month, I was 250. So I lost from 262 to 250. So that was July. August. Now, I know when you first start, on a diet or eating routine or whatever, you're going to have a month or two, or at least just a month or a few weeks of like a big drop. And I totally understood that. So that's why I said 10. I knew it might be more, but I thought just let it go. So August, I started at 250. My goal was to lose 8 pounds, keep on track, and practice self-love and patience. So that was my goals for the whole month of August. August, I lost 10 pounds. So very happy with that. I lost 2 more than I planned. Now for September, I also wanted to lose 8 pounds. Now I knew I was kind of like, 2 months in. I had already dropped literally like, what did I say, 22 pounds. And I was like, I might be pushing a little bit, but let's just say 8 pounds. We'll go and see what I do. So it was lose 8 pounds this month, keep on track with carbs and calories, and appreciate your achievements. So that was kind of what I was concentrating on for the month of September. I did not make 8 pounds, but I lost 6. So that being said, I ended the month at 234 pounds. So from 262 to 234. So 28 pounds I have lost since July 1st. I have not gone off program. I have not even been seriously tempted to go off program. And the longer I've been eating the way I should, the easier it is. And when I do have that moment of, I want to eat A, B, and C, then I can stop myself and say, girl, you've been on this for 3 months. It's not worth it. If I really do have a feeling for something or something really looks good, I will pick it up and smell it. My husband thinks this is so funny. I'll be like, can I smell it? Or I might even have one bite of something. And then I'm like, oof, it's way sweeter than I anticipated. And that's plenty. So if I do that, it's not that big of a deal. As far as keto in general, I have never been as satisfied and as feeling good and as feeling full and not feeling deprived. Considering that I eat such a limited amount of foods compared to what, the normal American standard diet is, I'm satisfied with what I'm eating, and I don't have cravings for a lot of other things. You think cutting things out would make you want them more, but for me that has not been the case. So as of today, I haven't weighed in. I try not to weigh in more than once a week. So I weighed in September 30th and was the 234. My goal weight is 185. So that means when I get there, when I get there, I will have lost 100 pounds since I started this particular journey. And from my highest, that would be 25, 35, 40. So it would be a total of 140 pounds, which is crazy. So, excuse me, that's where I'm at this moment. And I just wanted you guys to know, I have been a little bit stressed out. Mr. Pudgy Picker had a minor surgery this past week. So it's been a lot of, catering and checking on him and how's everything. And before that, he was on pain medication, and it was difficult. With the current world situation health-wise, he had to have the surgery, but it was pushed back and pushed back and pushed back because of COVID. So that being said, we're very glad that it's done. Thankfully, we are going on vacation in about 2 weeks for our anniversary. It is our 31st anniversary. So very exciting to do that. We are rented a little cabin out in the middle of nowhere. That's what we're going to do. I am going to continue to stay on, I say on program. That is how I phrase it. It's not necessarily a diet. I honestly could see myself eating this way to some extent, strict or a little bit less strict, the rest of my life. So I can totally see me eating this way. I totally can. Right now I am doing intermittent fasting. I usually have at about 3 o'clock, I have what I call my Franken coffee. And it's basically it is a keto-friendly slim fast drink that's chocolate and almond milk and then coffee. So I just mix that up and throw a handful or two of ice in there, and that is my first meal of the day, about 2 to 3 o'clock. And then I have dinner, and that's usually it until the next day. So I am fasting basically probably 16 to 18 hours a day, not hungry at all, not hungry when I wake up. I've never been a breakfasty person anyway, so the intermittent fasting has made it much easier to do this. Not a problem. Sometimes if I get up a little earlier, I feel a little bit hungrier. If I get really hungry and my stomach's growling and I say, you know what, you can wait, I put it off a half an hour, and if it keeps growling, then I'm like, okay, I'll eat something. So, yeah. So that has been how I have been doing. And right now the phone's gonna ring, so we're gonna have to come back right after this. So I let the machine get it. And they didn't leave a message. I don't even know why we have a home phone anymore. We're getting to that point. So, in summary, after 21 minutes and 10 seconds, if you're still here, thank you. But I just want to let you know, I am 100% committed to staying on track and really making an effort and getting rid of these last pounds, because the more I lose and the more I eat better, I feel so much better. I watch a few YouTube channels that have to do with keto. The only ones I follow are doctors who are doing this. Ken Berry is my favorite, him and his wife Nisha. He's a practicing physician. His wife is a nurse, and she does like a ketovore, so like a keto carnivore thing, and he does strictly carnivore for a year and a half. So he is, he's a doctor. My doctor, I don't know if I've mentioned this in this video because I've been blabbing so long, but my doctor is totally fine with keto. He's very happy with my numbers. He is happy with all of my information that, I get like 2.5 pages of the readout of all of my blood work. I am no longer taking any high blood pressure medication. My depression medication is 1/3 of what it used to be. I physically feel great. I am taking some supplements to kind of support my keto thing. I've done a lot of research, so what I'm taking is not necessarily what anyone else on keto should be taking, but I will tell you basically what I take. I do take vitamin C. I take magnesium. Magnesium really helps, especially if you get very constipated on keto, which TMI is a problem. So I take magnesium. I take a Super B complex. I take iron because even though I'm eating a lot more red meat, I am anemic. I have been most of my life. My mother was, my grandmother was, my sister is, my daughter is. So I do take 65 milligrams of iron every day because that's me. I also take potassium. I take a CoQ10 and a vitamin D3. So that's what I take in addition to my small dose of my depression meds that I've taken for years and years and years and years. So I don't know if I'll ever go off of that. I mean, that's a brain chemistry thing, so I probably won't, and I'm okay with that. It's not taking stuff for high blood pressure or, diabetes or any of that stuff. I'm very thankful. When I started this journey probably over a year ago, my doctor had told me when I went to see him, I want you to take metformin and for diabetes, because I had been pre-diabetic, and he's like, okay, I want you to take something. And I said, no. And he was like, what? He knows our family very well. He knows me very well. I've been seeing him since I was like 18 years old. So he knows me very well. He gets my sense of humor. He gets my personality. And I said, tell you what, I'll come back in 3 months, and if I haven't lost any weight, then I will take whatever prescription you think is necessary for me. And he said, deal. So I came back, and I'd been coming back every 3 to 4 months. And I've been losing or maintaining. So other than this gain over quarantine, I'm kind of done. And even if things, again, this being October, if things get worse or, there's more, closings, or there's a surge in numbers or whatever, I'm still going to continue to eat this way because I feel so good on it. And that is the big deal. I know when you're younger and you want to lose weight, it's like, I want to look this way, I want to wear this size, I want to feel cute. And of course, every girl wants that, wants to feel cute. But my thing is health. How do you feel? How do your joints feel? A lot of people who don't mind being heavy or whatever are like, oh, I'm fine with being overweight. That's good. But when you start to get older, your body's like, we ain't doing this anymore, and we hurt. So, that being said, everything is a personal decision what you want to do, but I highly, highly, highly advocate for keto. I feel like $1,000,000 on it, and it works for me, and I could honestly see me going for the rest of my life on this lifestyle. When I get toward my goal weight, I will start to include a little bit more carbs, but even then, it is never going to be what I ate before. Not going to be rice, potatoes, noodles, pasta, all that stuff. I do not feel well on it, and I don't think I'll ever go back to eating that way. So that being said, I hope that you got something out of this video. I hope that you're not completely flabbergasted at my numbers that I threw at you. I feel really good, and I'm looking better every day. And there's sometimes, things aren't going to be exactly what they were before, but that's okay. I weigh less than I did when I got married almost 31 years ago, so that's a good thing. That's, those are awesome things. So my activity is up, I feel good, my weight is down, and I'm going to keep plugging along. I may, every other month or every month just give you, hey, here's where I'm at, here's where my numbers are, because I am never going to be a weight loss channel, so don't worry about that. I watch a few really cool weight loss channels, but that's not what this is all about. But I know you guys like me, and you want to know about what I'm going through, and I want to tell you that if you're ever curious about keto, look up Dr. Ken Berry, do the research. Don't take anyone's word for it. Ask your doctor, make a plan, do it if you want to. You're going to feel so much better. So I guess that's all that I have. There are a few things I will leave. I'm going to leave this down in the description box, because if I show it to you, I have the forward-facing camera, and it's going to be backwards. So I can't just hold it up and show you, because it's going to be backwards. So I will put this calculation of what I use for how many, the max calories I should have. I will leave it in the description box below, and it is a calculation based on what your weight is, what your height is, and what your age is. So look that up down below. I believe this is also for females. So that gives me my top weight. You want to cut it down just a little bit, and I use that as a total max calories each day. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and let me know what you think. I mean, I know this isn't the content that you are going to get all the time, but I just want you to know how I'm doing, and I know that you guys notice when I'm doing well and when I'm not doing so well. I don't do that many videos where I'm, you see all of me, but I don't know, maybe next video I'll do some before and afters or something crazy. But again, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next time. And until then, happy picking. Bye.